Let's get that second back here, please. Come on, hurry up. We're losing it. Let's go before we get in there. Move right in. Close up. Look at that cable. All right. That's good.
Find anything?
Not yet. Same MO.
See if you can get the press out of there, Willie. They're walking all over the evidence.
Give it a shot.
Let's move it.
Is it the roadside strangler, Lieutenant?
No comment.
Make 5 killings in 3 months.
11 weeks, Terry.
What action are the police taking?
Right now, we're trying to get you people off the evidence.
All right, let's go. Come on, move them up.
Let's go to Nabby Sailing. Right away, come on, let's move.
Willie.
13-17
Decoy the press, clean up around here. I'm going to hospital.
1, 2, and 3.
Trauma team to emergency.
1, 2,
Trauma team to emergency staff.
1, 2.
We've got an approximately 30-year-old female strangulation victim. She just went into one cardiac arrest.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
She's got a full cardiac. She's strong in the shower. She's very active. We've got 2 items.
Get that ready. Get the gurney down there.
I gotta pick up.
Drop that side. All right, here we go. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, turn around. Okay, where's body stand? Okay, let's get her hooked up to the monitor.
That's the bags here.
Start ventilating here.
1001,
1002. No pulse here. CPR. Do we have any pulses? No pulse. Any pulses? Okay, we're in ventricular fibrillation. Let's get set to shocker. Let's get the pads on. Back off. Ready? Everybody off. Let's get set to shocker. Everyone ready?
Doctor.
Turn around. Okay, do we have a pulse?
Okay,
where's my IV stand? Okay, let's go for a blood pressure. Okay, let's get ready for an app of atropine and then an app of
Cardiac enzyme.
You're there.
By the way, do we know who she is?
Jane Doe.
Okay, she feels really cold for me. Let's get a temperature on her and see if she's hypothermic.
Dr. Silver, telephone. Dr. Silver, telephone. Dr. Ravinsky, office. Dr. Ravinsky, call your office.
Her pulse is coming up now. Okay, let's go for a repeat blood pressure.
Blood pressure 100 by palpation.
Ready, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's call for some blood work and some x-rays here, and we'll continue the workup.
Hey, Doc, is she going to make it?
Telephone. Dr. Hill.
Woman has been beaten, strangled, buried for 5 or 6 hours at least. She's lucky the grave was shallow and the dirt was loose. And the only reason she survived that is because she got so cold.
What?
Body needs less oxygen when it's cold.
Dr. Schaefer.
Listen, Doc, there's a guy out there who's murdered 4 women. This woman is the only witness. We'd like to know if she's going to make it.
She's in severe shock and still unconscious. But there's no broken bones and no internal injuries. So if she survives the shock,
When are you going to know?
when she wakes up and tells us.
Dr. Ford, call your office.
Did you find anything?
Not much. This guy's being careful every time.
Not that careful. He left this one breathing.
Yeah, he pulled her across here.
Like she was still struggling.
She alive?
So far,
Pulled her through the water.
must have been in a hurry.
Yeah, the grave wasn't as neat or deep as the others.
That's why she had a chance. The body temperature dropped, needed less oxygen.
Probably saw someone coming and had to get out of here fast.
Probably.
Lieutenant? Over here.
Get to the hospital.
Quinn here.
She's made it. She's stable. They moved her out of intensive.
I'm on my way.
10-4.
Hello. Don't be frightened. I'll just stay a moment.
Where am I?
You're in the county hospital.
Who are you?
My name is Lieutenant Quinn. I'd like to get a statement from you.
Can't, what am I doing here?
What's your name?
You're from the police?
Yes, I've been assigned to your case. I'd like you to tell me what happened to you last night.
What's today?
Can you identify the man who attacked you?
Somebody attacked me?
You don't remember being attacked?
No.
What's the last thing you remember?
I don't.
You don't what?
Remember? I don't remember anything.
At all?
No.
Well, let's try again. What's your name?
All right, Lieutenant. Please leave us alone now. Hello, I'm Annie Coleman. Dr. Beck asked me to stop in and check up on you when you woke up.
You're a doctor?
Yes, I'm a psychiatrist. Now, look, you're very safe here, and you can talk to me. Now, you tell me your name. When they found you, you had no identification.
I don't know.
Anything you tell me will be held in strict confidence.
My God! What happened?
Where are you from? Where do you live?
I don't remember.
How old are you? Is there anything you do remember? A friend? Place? Perhaps a song? Look, I really do want to help you. You've been through a great deal. Now, tell me what you do remember.
Dark. My head hurt. I opened my eyes. I was in this room.
All right, shh. All right. All right now. It's all right to feel confused and frightened, because it will pass. Now, what you're feeling is just temporary.
Can you help me?
I think so. If you try.
What happened? Why can't I remember?
I don't know exactly. But we'll find out when we work together. I think what you went through was so terrible that you're not ready to remember it just now. So don't you try too hard. Now, you try to get some rest. I'll see you later. What the hell were you doing? You can't just go barging into a patient's room that way.
Listen, Doctor, I'm sorry if I upset her, but I have to talk to her, and I have to talk to her now.
Well, you're not going back in there. She can't even tell you her name.
What's wrong with her?
Well, dissociative reaction, disorientation, loss of memory, induced by severe trauma.
Does that mean she has amnesia?
Yes, I think it's psychological, not organic, but I'll have to see the test.
Oh, how long is she going to be out of touch?
Well, it's hard to tell. You never know. It could be 2 hours, 2 days, 2 months. I don't know.
2 months?
Her recovery depends on her emotional security. Now, if we could find somebody who knows her, a friend, family, somebody.
I have to communicate with this woman.
Well, I'll do everything possible, Lieutenant. It'll just take time.
We don't have time.
Look, Lieutenant, if you push her too hard and make her too aware of what she's been through, you'll just deepen her fears and you'll drive her memory further away. Now, just let it come back naturally. That'll happen when she begins to feel safe again.
You don't seem to understand. She is not safe.
Well, don't you dare tell her that. We may lose her forever. Nurse, I want the television and the telephone disconnected in Jane Doe's room.
Yes, Doctor.
All right. I'm going to give her some time. But I sure hope she comes around before we have another dead body to deal with. You know what I mean? Nothing to the press. I don't want anybody to know that this dame is alive. What did you get from the lab?
Nothing. This guy's slick. He never gives us anything.
What about the footprints?
Rain made the ground too soft. They say they were between sizes 9 and 11.
Terrific. Sounds like a 10. We got nothing. I want you to get all the missing person reports on this Jane Doe that match her. Height, weight, age, coloring, everything.
For the county?
For the county, for the state, for the whole country. I want to find out who she is.
That'll take days.
Get Carrie to help you. I want it 24 hours. What are you waiting on?
I just want you to know that I had nothing to do with it.
With the murder, Willie? I know that.
You don't know that.
Great. I don't know what. What is this, a contest? What's going on? I thought this was my case.
It is.
What do you override my orders for?
Because I'm your boss. It's what they call a chain of command. You tell them, I tell you. Get it?
I did not want this in the press, Cap.
I know you didn't. That's why they have people like me in charge of people like you. This community's frightened. If we've got a live witness, they want to know about it. Makes them feel safer. Makes them like us more. When they like us more, I like you more. Consider it a way of getting along better. I countermanded your orders as an act of friendship.
What if the guy reads the headlines, leaves town before we catch him?
Lieutenant, there's nothing I'd like better than have that guy leave this town.
He's just going to kill someplace else.
But he won't be doing it here. I can't take care of the whole world. My job is to protect this place.
And if he stays, I hope you realize you've made this woman a target.
So protect her. Catch the guy. That's your job, huh?
What is a CAT scan? Lets us know if there's any physical damage to the brain? CAT scan. There once was a man from Japan whose poetry never would scan. When they asked him why, he gave this reply: I just put as many words in the last line as I possibly can.
What? What was that?
What?
Just wait here a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, really? Let's go.
right. It's Lieutenant Quinn. You're all right. You're all right.
Sir, I don't know how she got past me. If she was there, then she was gone.
You're relieved here. Go on back downtown.
I would have had one of my nurses watching her.
We weren't looking for her to go out. We were on the alert for someone trying to get in.
Well, it's typical behavior for amnesiacs to go wandering. Now, they have to be watched every minute. Hope you haven't done too much damage.
If someone had told her she was in danger, I doubt if she'd have gone wandering off like that.
Well, she's got enough to be afraid of. The last thing in the world she needs to know is that there's some killer still after her.
Fear is protective. It keeps people from taking chances. If you ask me, that's what she needs.
She's got so much fear in her right now. She can't remember who she is.
I saw the newspaper. Somebody tried to kill me. I saw my picture.
I'm sorry you did. Now let's just sit down.
I don't want to sit down. I want you to help me.
I can't help you when you run away.
You are not helping me. You act like you are, but you're not.
You have every right to feel frightened, right?
You are keeping things from me. You're not telling me everything you know.
This is a very difficult problem. Now we're trying to deal with it in a...
Don't give me that psychiatric bull. Now I want answers.
Right now.
Answers!
All right now, I want you to settle down.
I don't want to settle down.
You're getting hysterical, and when you're...
Of course I'm hysterical.
I understand how you...
How can you understand how I feel? Did you ever see a newspaper with a picture of yourself in it and not know who that person is?
No.
Well...
But you have to trust me. Because I know how to help you if you'll only let me. Now, I'm going to give you something to calm you down because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Please. My consciousness is all I have. If you take it away, I'll be nothing.
All right. Come on. Now, I want you to feel comfortable. If you want something to make you sleep, you just tell me and I'll order it. Right, could you tell me how you felt when you saw the newspaper?
I panicked. I was afraid and cold.
You see, it was cold when we found you. I mean, you associate cold with what happened to you.
Look, I don't know if it's a memory or what, but I had this vision. It only lasted for a minute, and I don't know what it means.
Do you remember what you saw?
Trees, tall trees, and the wind is blowing, and there are branches coming at me,
Good.
It's night.
That's good. You see, that is good. That is your memory trying to resurface. That's wonderful. Now, I want you to relax, and you try to get some sleep, and tomorrow we'll talk about it again, right? Just relax.
This roadside straggler, is he trying to kill me?
We don't know, but he can't get to you.
Visiting hours are now over. All visitors, please leave the hospital in 5 minutes. Next visiting hours will be tomorrow from 11 to 2. Central, Miss Carruthers.
Can you tell me the room number for the roadside strangler's victim?
I'd like to send her some flowers.
One moment, sir. I'll check. Visiting hours are now over. There's a man calling on line 87 asking questions about the Strangler victim. Next visiting hours.
Just hang in there. Keep him on the line. Put Tracer on 87.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not sure what room they moved her to. If you just be patient another second, I'll try to find a doctor to ask. Hello? Hello? He didn't hang up.
Teresa called her one of the public phones right here in the lobby.
This is it. Rope it off and get the dusters in here.
Why would he leave it off the hook? Wouldn't he know we could trace it?
He's a wise guy, Willie.
I can't believe he had the guts to walk right in here.
He's playing with us. I think he's telling us he'll be back.
Now, come on. Don't drink that stuff here. Let the coffee attack the donut first so it's weaker when it starts on you.
I got a cast iron gut, Willie. Coffee doesn't have a chance when it gets down there. You got those MPRs?
Yeah, here. You know, the way you treat your body is definitely police brutality.
He's up to date?
That was at 10 o'clock last night.
Just all of them?
Just the ones that match your description.
Well, let's get started.
It's not there.
How do you know that?
I went through them already.
Let's go through them again.
I went through them twice. Come on, look, you're giving yourself an ulcer. Here, have a donut.
I don't want a donut. I want to collar this guy.
Lieutenant Quinn, they found an abandoned car, an 81 blue sedan, parked off the road behind some trees.
Name and address?
Yeah, it's local, Manning. A Victoria Schaffer, 27443 Bay Drive.
Thank you. This could be our Jane Doe.
Why am I referred to as Jane Doe?
That's what we call people when we don't know who they are.
Guess that makes it official. I'm nobody.
Oh, it doesn't mean that at all. It's just that we need some way of referring to you. Is there another name you'd be more comfortable with?
No, Jane's all right, I guess. It's just that it makes me feel like a character in a first grade book. Look, Spot, see Jane run?
That's very good. You remember books. That's good.
When I get past the first grade, I'll be impressed. I want to be somebody again.
You are somebody. We just don't know who.
Unit 4, go to 27443 Bay Drive. Check out the ownership of abandoned car to one Victoria Schaefer. Step on it.
What's the rush?
Quinn thinks it belongs to the Jane Doe.
Good morning. Remember me?
You, I remember. It's me, I forgot. You're the admirer?
I guess so, yeah.
Who's Victoria Schaefer?
Well, I thought you might know.
You look tired.
Due for a vacation.
Going south for a month.
Am I Victoria Schaefer?
Oh, we don't know yet. We're checking.
If you find out, will you tell me?
Absolutely.
Lieutenant? Was I raped?
No.
Thanks.
This is your introduction to conversational Spanish. Lesson number 1. ¿Cómo está usted? Repeat after me.
Yeah. Lieutenant, I've just heard Victoria Schaefer's here in the hospital. I would like to see her.
Who are you?
My name is David Schaefer. I'm Victoria's husband. Where is she?
Why haven't we heard from you before this?
He was out of town.
Let him talk.
I've been away on a business trip. I had no idea there was a problem until I came home.
Yeah, I was there when the cab arrived. When's the last time you spoke to her?
Monday night, when she took me to the airport.
Don't you call home when you're away on trips?
I did, but there was no answer. But that's not unusual for Tori. She said she was going away for a few days while I was gone. Tori likes to go off every now and then and think. Listen, I'll be glad to answer any of your questions later. Right now, I'd like to see my wife.
Hello. I'm Dr. Coleman. I understand you're the husband.
Yes, David Schaefer. How is she? May I see her?
Do you mind if I ask this gentleman a few questions?
Excuse me, Lieutenant. May I point out that this is a hospital and not the police station, and you have no legal authority in this matter. As a matter of fact, neither do I. Now, Jane is...
Victoria.
Victoria is neither under arrest, nor has she been committed. To answer your question, Mr. Schaefer, it's up to Victoria. If she's willing to see you, she may. And if she's comfortable with the idea, I'll certainly recommend it.
Thank you.
Did he check out?
Yeah, he's your husband, all right. I tell you, I went through the house. It's full of the two of them. Pictures, degrees, you name it, they've got it or did it. But believe me, they are very well off. Roadside strangler probably got her on her way back from the airport. It's the right road, and her car's pointing towards her home.
You checked the car for prints?
Found what only you'd expect to find.
You don't suppose I dress like this, do you?
I don't think so. You're an English professor.
How do you know that?
Your husband just told me.
I'm married?
Mm-hmm. And he's here and he wants to see you.
It never occurred to me I might have a husband.
Well, you do. Now, if you're not up to seeing him, you don't have to right now.
I just had a terrible thought.
What's that?
Well, what if I get my old life back and find out it's a total wreck?
He seems like a very nice man.
If I don't like him, can I throw him back?
You can throw him my way. How's that? And your name is Victoria. They call you Tori.
Tori. Tori. Tori Doe.
No. Tori Schaefer. Like it?
No.
Well, nobody likes their name.
Really? I was just getting used to Jane. All right. Bring him in.
Now, I think it would be good if you saw him alone. And I'll be right outside if you need me. Shall we? Come in. This is David.
Hi.
Hello.
Do You know me?
No.
How are you?
They say I'm okay.
I'm sorry. It's awkward.
Blind dates are tough, aren't they? So, do you come here often? I'm sorry. David?
Yes.
Tell me about us.
We've been married 2 years. We have a beautiful house on the bay. You're 32 years old. You teach English at the university, and right now you're on a sabbatical.
Children?
Not yet. You wanted to finish your dissertation. We travel a lot. You like that.
Family?
You're an only child. Mother and father have both passed away.
What do you do?
I make investments. Works out pretty well.
Do you know how I got into all of this?
You took me to the airport Monday night. And then you went off by yourself for a few days.
Off? All alone?
Yes. Yes. Every once in a while, you get this bug and you just take off. Usually when I'm away. I used to worry about you a lot, and just when I'm getting used to it, it says there.
Sounds like I'm a lot of trouble.
You're worth it. I know you've been through a tremendous ordeal. I'm hoping you want to come home.
The idea of leaving with someone you can't remember has got to be frightening. Of course it is. But look, on the other hand, you've only known us for 3 days.
3 days is all my life.
But you've known David for several years. If you want to get your memory back, you've got to go where your memories are. If you want to feel safe, you've got to be with people who love you. Now, we can't give you that here.
It's a scary proposition.
Scary maybe, but look, you've got to take some chances before you get better. And we'll keep in touch. I'll always be here.
I've decided to go.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
This hospital is no place for her. She's much better off in her own home with someone who cares.
Security would be a lot easier for us to maintain here at the hospital. It's going to take an awful lot of my men to protect her at home.
You're going to watch our house?
Mr. Schaefer, your wife is the only person alive who can identify this killer. Naturally, we'd like to protect her.
The killer doesn't know where she lives. Don't you think all your men around the place are just going to draw attention to us?
You want to take that chance?
No.
Lieutenant, going home may be the only way I'll find out who I am. Until then, I'm no use to your case anyway.
Well, the case isn't the only thing I'm worried about.
Is this where we live?
Yes. Does any of this look familiar to you?
No.
Where do you want us, Lieutenant?
Take the gate, Charlie.
Would you care for the grand tour?
All right. Does it seem as crazy to you as it does to me?
Sure. Anything?
No.
Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. 2 years ago. And over there is where you never did a dish.
Oh. My degrees?
Uh-huh.
Ah. You're probably designed for just such an occasion. When someone can't remember that they're smart, they can go read it on their wall.
Oh. Still have a great sense of humor.
It just proves that talk isn't connected to the brain.
Think he knows what he's doing?
How should I know? I'm only 3 days old.
I think he has delusions of adequacy.
How like the winter at my absence from thee been?
Toy frightened you?
No more. Enough.
Why?
No. I want to leave this room. You know, I'll have to have my own room. I'll need a little time, David. You see, to me, you're still a stranger.
Of course. I understand. I don't want you to do anything that would make you feel uncomfortable. I'll stay in the guest room.
Thank you.
Pasando el puente.
Puente.
Tome la izquierda.
Tome calestera.
Ahí está un restaurante.
Restaurante.
La rancherita.
La rancherita.
Into your room. Oh, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna see who that is, all right?
What the hell's going on in here?
She had a dream.
Somebody tried to get in here?
I don't think so. Don't you guys ever sleep?
I drink a lot of coffee.
Lieutenant Quinn, 16.
Quinn here.
You got another one, Cypress Park. This one's a jogger.
I'm 5 minutes away.
Roadside strangler case. Apparently, a sixth victim has been found. Let's go to our live-action camera and Ann Petrie.
The sixth victim was found here in this secluded spot early this morning. Again, it was death by strangulation. Again, of course, the victim was a woman. The difference this morning is that a note has been found with the body. Unfortunately, we do not know what is in that note. However, I see Lieutenant Bill Quinn, who has been on the case from the beginning. Lieutenant Quinn, if we could speak to you a moment. There has been a note found. Can you tell us what is in the note that was found with the body?
No, I can't.
Lieutenant Quinn, we are talking about the sixth murder in this community by the roadside strangler. Can you give us any information?
No comment.
How about the woman who is in the hospital, the fifth victim, the amnesia? Can you give us any information there? Well, once again, we don't seem to be getting much cooperation from the police.
descent.
I'll take care of this. Stand loose. Come on. Why do you do this to me? I'm too young to have a heart attack.
Oh, yeah. You don't look that young to me.
Must be the coffee. What are you running away from?
I don't know. When I saw that girl's body on TV, I just felt like it was my fault.
Well, don't blame yourself.
Yeah, who should I blame?
Blame me. Everyone else does.
Do you have a girl? Or are you married, Lieutenant?
No. But you are.
So they tell me.
You want me to take you home?
Not yet. I don't feel comfortable in that house. You know, I feel so sorry for that man. There are pictures of us together all over the place. And it looks like we're having so much fun.
You want to go downtown with me? To look at some pictures. Mug shots, you know, they might stir your memory. It's worth a try.
Sure. Let's try it.
This is Quinn, 16.
16, go ahead.
Yeah, call David Schaefer and tell him I got his wife.
Roger, I copy.
Dr. Coleman said there are two ways to get my memory back. One is to wait and let it come back slowly. The other is to sort of face the whole business head on, sort of shock myself into remembering. That's the fastest way.
Well, why didn't you do that first?
I forget. I've got amnesia, you know.
You didn't forget that. Why?
She said I might go off the deep end.
Well, I don't know anything about that. Maybe she's right.
Maybe. But she's not me. I have to know what happened. From now on, I don't want you to hold anything back from me.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Everything.
Let's go. Other office. Right over here. It started 11 weeks ago. Lisa Melbourne, 19 years old, she was found right there. Alva Goodman was found 9 days later, right here. Then Janet Lewis, 27 years old. She was found there 2 weeks later. 10 days after that, we found the Kramer girl there. All the murders have the same M.O. Young woman strangled, nude body found in a shallow grave in a remote area. None of them sexually molested. 2 weeks after that, we found you. Right there. This gonna be too much for you?
No, go on.
Today's victim, we still haven't identified her.
What do you know about the killer?
Well, we have a psychiatric profile based on his M.O. He's a compulsive personality. Probably gets a big charge out of the killing and the publicity he's getting. I'd say he's probably read every magazine, newspaper, seen every television account. We tried to keep it out of the press, but...
Do you think you'll catch him?
I know we'll catch him. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, which means he's going to have to expose himself more and more. We'll get him.
Let's get started.
Take a seat.
This is a file of known possibles.
Look at all these guys carefully. If anything rings a bell, I'll be right out there at my desk. Was there any picture that made you feel anything? Shiver or tingle, anything?
I have an idea.
What?
Why don't you take me to the place where I was buried? If that doesn't shake me up, I don't know what would.
I don't know about that.
It's my decision.
Right up there. You want to go through with this?
Yes.
Straight ahead.
Tell me what happened.
Last Thursday morning around dawn, I got a call they found another body. When I arrived here, they were digging you out of this grave. You were nude, had been strangled, and were as cold as a fish. Nobody expected you to be alive. They were wrapping your sheet, getting ready to take you to the morgue. One of the medics detected a sign of life.
Just what the hell did you think you were doing? Bringing her up here like this?
It's her decision.
And you think she's capable of making that kind of decision? She doesn't even know who she is.
The objective to find out who she is.
I'm okay.
All you're interested in is your job. You don't care what happens to her. I'm taking her away from here. Then she'll be safe.
How did you find us?
I went to the police station. Officer Dean told me you brought her up here. My God, hasn't she been through enough?
Anything new, guys?
Captain wants us here.
You ever heard of a guy named Rudolph Faber?
Rudolph Faber. Sounds like a dancer from Vienna. What about him?
He's a psychic.
A what?
A psychic. You know, one of those guys who commune with the spirits.
Never heard of him.
Well, I'm bringing him in to give you a hand.
The hell you are! I don't need a hand!
You need something, Quinn. Right now, you got nothing.
A psychic's a dumb idea. You're gonna turn this thing into a circus.
Tell me you got something or I'm bringing in the psychic.
Oh, man, come.
Give me 48 hours. I got an idea. You want to hear it?
No, I don't want to hear it. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, you take the fall.
You don't have to yell, Cap. My deafness has cleared up since I knocked off the coffee.
Results in 48 hours. Or your partner's gonna be a dancer from Vienna.
How do you pronounce that?
Gestapo?
Just a minute.
May I come in?
David, let him in. It wasn't his fault.
How you doing?
I'm alive. It's something.
Did you remember anything?
No.
You guys going somewhere?
We're considering it.
It isn't safe for her here. You said so yourself.
Listen, you want me to catch this maniac, don't you? Well, I got an idea, if you're willing to try.
What do you have in mind?
A press conference. I think we can lure this guy in. As far as anybody knows, you're still in the hospital, and the press is dying to talk to you. We'll hold it at the hospital. We'll get you out of there as soon as it's over. You'll be perfectly safe.
I don't like it.
How do we do it?
Simple. We lie to the press.
How are you feeling? Yeah.
Wait a minute. No.
Do you remember anything?
Is it true that you've had amnesia and you have been unable to identify your killer?
Until last night, I couldn't remember anything. Now, I remember who I am and where I'm from, but the police have asked me not to say.
Do you remember who attacked you?
Can you identify your killer?
If I saw him. I'm working now on a drawing of police artists.
We think in a community this size, someone will recognize the killer once we start circulating the drawing.
When will you have the drawing finished?
By tomorrow. That's pretty much all we got, guys. Thanks.
Jane Doe has suddenly remembered who she is. The fifth victim of the roadside strangler has recovered her memory, and now she's helping police track down the killer. Today she held a news conference from her hospital bed. Action News was there.
What does this guy look like? Can you describe him? You'll know what he looks like when we get the drawing done, Terry. Right now, we just, we don't have it finished. It'll be finished tomorrow, and then everybody will see what he looks like. Well, I was trying to think of the public out there who would like, A, to protect themselves, and B, perhaps even to help the police in their searches. He short?
Well, I think Lieutenant Quinn is right. We're working on it right now, and it's coming back little by little. And
we'll have it as soon as I can remember everything.
Nothing but hair, clothes, speech pattern?
Lieutenant? No, gracias. Nunca cuando trabajo, senor.
What?
Never when I work.
Very good. You speak Spanish, huh?
I guess so.
Fluently. You're remembering more and more all the time, Tori.
Wish I could remember something I said sometime.
Are you all right?
I think so.
Let's get out of here.
Right?
How the hell did he know where we live? I wish I knew.
That's it for Charlie 578, 1
You okay?
Of course she's not okay. The bullet missed her by inches. You said you'd have enough men here so that this couldn't happen.
I found this in the trees.
How far away was it?
At least 200 yards.
Take it downtown, see if you can trace it. Now, my security was effective. That guy couldn't get within 200 yards of this house. At that distance, even an expert's not going to hit a target through a glass window. He misjudged his abilities.
You Harry Johnson?
Yes?
You're under arrest.
What's the charge?
Attempted murder.
Beat him to rap, Willie.
You have the right to remain silent.
Officer, you're making a terrible mistake.
That you make must be freely.
We have a search warrant.
The right to the lawyer.
You don't need one. I have nothing to hide.
Any questioning? No threats.
Put your hands behind your back, please.
Given any statements must be made of your own.
Cuff him, Willie. Let's go. Where were you last night?
At home.
You were home all evening, were you?
Yes.
Alone?
Do you live with anyone?
No.
I don't suppose it's a crime to live alone.
It's not an alibi either, pal. We found a rifle registered to you.
Oh, good. Is it in good condition?
Why?
Well, it was stolen from my car right after I bought it. I didn't even have a chance to get insurance for it yet.
So, did I always hate packing?
Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Stimulants, very unhealthy.
What do you got? You reported the rifle stolen. We can't use this in court. We don't have one shred of hard evidence. I don't care. This is the guy. I know it. I'm inclined to agree with you, but we can't book him. And we can't even hold him. I'm holding him anyway. You crazy? Captain will have your head, and the DA will bury what's left. Listen, we might have to let him go.
Lieutenant, I saw the news tonight, and I heard that you have a witness who can identify this roadside strangler. I'd be happy to stand in the lineup in order to establish my innocence.
If I were you, pal, I'd park my butt back in that chair. And don't get out of it without an invitation.
You know, if we put him in the lineup and she can't identify him, he walks.
He asked for it. If we don't do it for him, he walks anyway. I'll call Jane.
Oh, come on, she wouldn't recognize her own mother.
Maybe we'll get lucky. The sight of this guy could shake her up.
Hello.
This is Quinn. Let me speak to Jane.
You'll be happy to know you're going to get your privacy back. We got him.
Just a minute. Vittori! It's Quinn! They've got the killer!
You've got him?
We think so. Listen, we need you to come down and pick him out of a lineup in order to hold him. You think you can handle that?
I'll try. When?
Right now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to let him go.
I'll be right down.
You're terrific.
Yes. Excuse me. We're here to see Lieutenant Quinn.
Oh, yes. He's expecting you. Come this way.
Thank you.
Several men are going to appear before you. You'll be able to see them, but they will not be able to see you. Each one of them's been assigned a number. If you want to refer to them by number only. When the lineup's completed, I want you to fill out the card. If you cannot identify anyone, so indicate. If you need to communicate with me, write it down, no talking. Number 1, step forward. Step back. Number 2, step forward.
Step back. Number 3, step forward. Step back. Number 4, step forward. Remove your hat.
Look at them
Put
carefully.
Mr. Schaefer, no talking, please. Put your hat back on. Step back. Number 5, step forward. Step back.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. It's my dumb idea.
I suppose now you'll have to let the killer go.
I suppose.
Oh, that does it. We're going to be on the road tonight.
Quinn, get the jackpot. We just got a reply from the FBI lab in Washington about the notes we found on the last victim. Even though it wiped it clean, the lab lifted the paste on letters, and they found a print in the glue.
Johnson's for sure?
You got it, huh? The creep nailed himself.
Which one was he?
Cinco, the last one. You're safe now.
Let's go home. We can be on the road in an hour.
Going away, are you?
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
I'll check up on you.
Tori.
Thank you.
Willie, I want to go talk to Johnson.
She didn't identify me, did she?
She wasn't ready to make a positive ID, but we don't need her. We got you anyway.
Oh, really?
And we got our print report back from the FBI. They found one of your prints in the glue on the note you left. With that and your rifle, we could get a conviction with a jury of lifers from San Quentin. Tell me something. Why'd you volunteer for the lineup?
Because I knew she couldn't identify me.
And why'd you make an attempt on her life? You missed her on purpose, didn't you? I'll bet you're a chess player, aren't you?
I've won a few games.
Chess game? He wasn't satisfied with getting caught, Willie. He needed something better, something more flamboyant. Didn't you? He wanted to get caught and still get away with it. So what does he do? He leads us right to himself, thinking he had the perfect alibi.
What perfect alibi?
He takes a pot shot at a witness who claims she can identify the roadside strangler. Only she's got amnesia. So when she can't identify him, he gets off scot-free. Not only of that charge, but all the charges.
What's a man with your mind doing working for a hick town like this?
Collar and basket cases like you. Tell me, why'd you leave the note in the first place?
Because I am not a bungler. I hated those headlines that say, killer makes mistake.
Everybody makes mistakes, pal.
I told you I am not a bungler. You caught me with the first-class police work. You were operating on my level. First class. I would never have botched a job like the one done on that woman, never.
She wasn't one of yours?
Of course not.
You mean to tell me you never went near that Schaefer woman?
Never. If I had, she'd be dead like all the rest.
You're going to a very dark place now, pal. Hopefully never to be heard from again. Lock this guy up.
If he didn't kill her, who did?
Did you tell Schaefer where the gravesite was?
No. Well, I told him we were there, but I didn't tell him where it was. And it wasn't in the paper.
Now I know why he was so worried. He was afraid she'd remember. And when she does, she's dead.
You know, the doctor said once you felt safe, you'll start to remember. Anything?
No.
Love Mexico.
I'm leaving you, David.
I'll never let you leave me. Best place to get your memory back. We'll be a long way from here. Just the two of us again. Is anything wrong?
No. I just don't feel well. Looking at the man that tried to kill me is upsetting me.
Are you starting to remember again?
No. But in time I will.
Why don't we just grab our bags and go? We can be in Cabo San Lucas by lunch.
Okay. I'll be ready in a couple of minutes.
Operator.
Connect me with police headquarters.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
The police. Connect me with the police.
I'm ringing.
Sergeant Burns.
Lieutenant Quinn, please.
Just a moment, I'll connect.
Hello? Hello?
Send it back up to the Schaefer house.
10-4.